Hey guys, how you doing? This is MMPFan94. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing another top 10 video. I really hope you enjoyed my top 10 Warfare video, but today I'm going to be doing something that's very dear to my heart in the Power Ranger community. Now, I've been a Power Ranger fan since 1993, so I have, and since the very start. I mean, I was only 4 years old, and it was the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life. Like the shot of the T-Rex sword coming out of the ground for the first time, that was me hooked. The fishing line was cast and I bit like that. Oh my goodness, that was me hooked. So I'm going to go through my top 10 Megazords, guys, and I really hope you enjoy this here. So I'm going to do it in the same format as the other one. I'm going to do it on look, on playability, and functionality. So let's make a start then. So number 10. Right, so number 10 I have chosen. It was very hard this to do, so I'm going to choose, number 10 is the Turbo Rescue Megazord, which is here. It's a nice looking Megazord, but it definitely isn't my favourite. Just getting a close up there, look. Turbo Rescue Megazord. It is nice. The vehicles are nice in Zord mode, so I'll just show you them in Zord mode. So here we have them in Zord mode, so that's the red Zord. I do like these vehicles, they're quite nice. And number 2 is the police car. I really love Saturn Blaster, I must say. It is a lovely police car. It always reminds me of Streets of Rage. And the guy sticking the rocket out. So Saturn Blaster, I'm not very good with the names of the Turbo Rescue Megazord, because Turbo wasn't really my favourite growing up. I just didn't like Justin, and after how amazing Zeo was, you know, just incredible. So number 3 is a dump truck. Number 4 is a race car. And number 5 is an ambulance. Then of course they do have a high stance mode, so number 4, and then the ambulance is there they are in their high stance mode. It's a nice Megazord. It's okay. It's definitely not my favourite. So I will now move on to number 9. Right, number 9. I might get slated for having this Megazord so low down on my list, but to be honest, it looks good, but I'm having it number 9 for the simple reason is it's too easy to put together. You know, I think a Megazord should have a lot of fun and should be easy, you know, a bit of challenging to put together. So I put number 9, sorry Ninja Megazord fans, I put the Ninja Megazord number 9 on my list. Don't get me wrong, it's a great wee Megazord. I just think it's just too simple. That's mainly my reason for giving it number 9. Just give me a close up of it. And again, I'll just show you the Zords individually. So I'll just do them in morph order. The Radiate, the Bear, the Wolf, the Crane, and the Frog. I'm leaving the Falcon Sword out because I'm leaving that for another video. I'm leaving it for my top sword video. This is just Megazords. Right, that's number 9. We'll now move on to number 8. So number 8 is it's a great wee Megazord. The design's good, and I've always liked space and I like planets, and I've looked through a telescope to see them and stuff. So Power Rangers in Space generally was a great season, and I did love the Zords in it. So I have placed the Mega Voyager in number 8. I just think that there's higher Megazords on my list, but I do like the design of it. And it's nice, and I think what brings it down is that it hasn't actually got a sword or a blaster. I mean, like, the cannon thing's cool, but I just genuinely think there's better Megazords out there, so again, I'll show you each individual sword. So again, I'll do them in NMPR morph order. So Mega Voyager 1, which is a nice wee robot. Mega V2 is a space shuttle, which is pretty cool. Mega V3 is space rocket, which is cool. Mega V4 is like a spaceship thing, and Mega V5 is another spaceship, like thingamajig. Right, so the Mega Voyager is my number 8. So now move on to the next. Right, number 7, guys, is a Megazord I really do like. I just believe that there's higher, that are to stand out more and mean more to me. And that's what I've chose for my number 7 is the Shogun Megazord. It's a nice robot. The Japanese style of it is fantastic, but I put it down on my list for a couple of reasons. First, the Bandai America giving us the pink Shogun sword and giving us a bolt instead of the proper Japanese symbol. And another thing, it's really small. If you noticed in the show, it was really big. Like it was like twice the height of the. It was definitely taller than the Ninja Megazord, definitely. Great wee sword. I like the design of it, I really do. So again, I'll just show you them individually. Again, I'll do it on morph order, so you have red, yellow, blue, white. This is the reason why it's number 7 on my list, because Bandai messed up. Black. So that's just Shogun Megazord, guys. It's a great sword, Megazord. I do like it, but I do believe there's better on the list. That just means so much to me. So, right, I'll move on to number 6. Right, my number 6 was a no-brainer. Obviously, I put it number 6, not in my top 5, because it's only one Zord. But I think you know which one's going to be here, guys. I'll give you a clue. It's one Zord and it's blue. The Astro Megazord. Just so nice. It definitely gives you a Transformer feel with it. It was just iconic because with Power Rangers at the time, we had 5 Zords to combine into one. We didn't have one Zord as the main Megazord. And the base of operations too. But it's a nice Megazord. And I like the blue on it, and I think the spaceship for a helmet's nice, and of course it's got a sword and it's got a blaster, and I like the space function, so it's just a unique sword, it really is. Definitely you need to have this in your you need to have this on your collection. I could have put this higher, but the reason why it stopped me put it higher was because it's only one Zord. You don't get much playability with it. It transforms into a spaceship and you can fly it about or whatever, but I just feel you don't get a lot of playability with it. But it's great for display and shelf purposes. It's fantastic. So I will show you in its Astro Megaship mode, and then I will move on to number 5. And there we have it in Zord mode. I do love this in Zord mode, but Megazord mode, there are better. I might put this higher in my Zord top 10 video, but saying this is a Megazord top 10, that's why I'm putting it 6. Just make sure it's 6. It's got my note here, so I know which one I'm picking. So that's why it is my number 6. It will be higher in my top 10 Zord video. This is my Megazord video, so number 6 is the Astro Megazord. Right, my number 5 is, oh, I love this Megazord so much, but I'm right into my top 5. I really love this Megazord, but my top 5 was really difficult. My number 1 and number 2 was okay, but 3, 4 and 5 was really difficult, and I just had to make a decision. So number 5 is, again, Turbo was not my favourite season by far, but the Megazords were really cool. So number 5 is the Turbo Megazord. I just love this guy. I just love the head. I just love the chrome on it. I just love this Megazord. I really do. The shield, the sword's pretty cool. It's got a nice bit of chrome on it. It really is a nice Megazord. I love this guy. I just love the next 4 better. So I really struggled with this one. So I had to settle for 5. And again, I'll just show you the Zords individually quickly. Again, another reason why I put it above the other 6 I mentioned, the other 5 I mentioned, was I think they look great in their Zord modes. Really do. Like the red lightning, just the design and the car. I just love the detail on these wee Zords. They're great. Just so collectively, the 5 Zords, and when they come together, it's just absolutely amazing. Just the detail. I mean, look at Mountain Blaster. Absolutely brilliant. So good. Desert Thunder, again, just absolutely brilliant. Dune Star. Even the wheels have design that have stuff on it, and the rubber tires. It's just great. It really is great. And then Wind Chaser, absolutely great. So this one I picked 5th because I just love the design of it, and the individual Zords are fantastic too. Absolutely great. So that is my number 5. So moving on to number 4. Right, number 4 was, this was another tough one, and it just made it into number 4, and I always wanted this Megazord when I was a kid and never got it, and I've had it for a couple of years now, and it is just sweet. It really is. It's just, oh, it's absolutely fantastic, and it is the Lost Galaxy Megazord. I love this guy. And you know what I love about it? It's a sturdy Megazord. Look at that, look. It's just so sturdy. Oh, you could drop it and it wouldn't break. It's just absolutely class. It really is. There's brave weight to it and all, and it just looks so good. Really does. Oh man, it's so good. And it's got a bit of chrome on it too, and the sword is fantastic, and it's a really great Megazord. I just had to put it 4th, unfortunately, because there's 3 more I like better than it, and it's just absolutely mental. Oh, super. I could have put it 3rd, but I just couldn't pick it over my 3rd entry, and you'll see what the 3rd entry is. And oh, it's just so cool. Really is. I love this guy. And again, I'll just show you them in their Zord modes. So again, I always start with the red. It's just the Lion Galactic Beast, which is great. I love the look of this guy. Fantastic. Got a lot of die cast metal on it. It's great. Really do love this Megazord. Of course, that's very important. That comes with the lion. I just couldn't put it on. Yellow, that's the wolf. Great, like, absolutely fantastic. Let's see. Blue, big ape. Oh, the ape's great. The only thing I said about the ape was there's not a lot of movement about it. It's pretty much a brick, except for the arms turning. the pink, the Wildcat, and then you've got the Condor, which is great. I love the Condor. Condor's got quite a bit of die-cast metal, and of course that's really for the gun load, but really love the Lost Galaxy Megazord, but I had to put it fourth because there's 3 more above it that had to go on my list. So that's the Lost Galaxy Megazord, guys. Definitely get it for your collection, but it's number 4 on my list. Right, number 3, and I had to put this number 3 because I have 2 more that are a lot better than it, and they're personally my favourites. Like the rest of them, I took them apart, but with this one, I'm not going to bother. The simple reason is it's too complicated to take apart and put together again, so I'm not going to bring it apart. It's just simply the Thunder Megazord, guys. This guy is absolutely fantastic. I never really had it as a kid. I did have the Red Dragon Thunder Zord. I think it might have been 1995. We got Power Ranger toys for Christmas. I got Ninjor, and my brother Andy, he got the Red Dragon Thunder Zord. But at the time they sold them separately. So we just got the Red Dragon Thunder Zord. So we never got this guy. I know, Andy, if you're watching, it's a shame, wasn't it? You just got the Red Dragon Thunder Zord and you never got this guy. So I'll just give you a close-up of it. My reason for this guy being third is I love a good complicated Megazord. And this one here is really complicated to build and make because you have to... The Red Dragon Thunder Zord transforms into a dragon into the warrior mode, and then you have to take all of them apart and put them together. And unlike the Dino Megazord where it just clips in, you have to drive the legs into the feet. So I have picked the Thunder Megazord as my number 3. As I'm saying, I'm not going to take this one apart and show you it because it's too complicated. By the time I take it apart and build it again, it's going to take a bit of time. So there you are, guys. I'll just show you a close-up of it. It is fantastic. I love the saber. I love the fact that it goes into the holster. I'll just show that on camera here just quickly. Here's what actually in, guys. There we are. I like that too. That's not even actually in properly. So there you are, guys. The Thunder Megazord. Right, I'll move on to my number 2. Right, number 2 is a personal favourite of mine. As a kid, I didn't get a wild lot of Power Ranger toys. We got those wee shitty Morpher toys. I always wanted the proper Morpher where the coins come out and the push the button opens, the proper Morpher. But we got those shitty electronic ones where you hit the button and it goes go go Power Rangers, and it's got a holofoil on it, like a hologram on it, and it goes from the actor to the morph. That was shite. And Ninjor, I said my brother had the Red Dragon Thunder Zord, but the next year, this was a shock of my life. The best present I ever got from Santa Claus. Could not believe my eyes. 1996 it was. I was in love with Power Ranger Zeo, and I think you know what's coming up, guys. The Zeo Megazord. Oh, I love this guy. This guy is just... Of course, this is not the original Zeo Megazord I had, of course. I was not the most responsible of children. And of course, bit by bit, I lost bits, and swords went missing. But I bought it off eBay a couple of, roughly about 10 years ago. I think it was over 10 years ago even. And here it is, the Zeo Megazord. Just so many memories of playing with this when I was 6 years old. 6, 7 years old. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, I love this guy. So this one means a wee bit more to me. That's why he's second. So I'll just show you them individually quickly. Again, I'll go by order. Red, which is the Phoenix, which is absolutely fantastic. I love this sword. This will probably end up in my top 10 sword list. It's absolutely fantastic. Another reason Zeo Megazord number 2 is I love the detail on the Zords itself, like the cockpit on the front. And the chains come out of this, and you can have the Zeo Arsenal and the Zeo Torsible and the Sphinx connect it. And of course, if you go back to my Zord videos, you'll see that. Again, the cannons and great. The Sphinx, which look at the chrome in that guy. Oh, fantastic. I had so much fun with this Megazord when I was a kid. I'll stick pink. And Torsible. So that's the Zeo Megazord, guys. Right, so I will move on to honorary mentions before I go into number 1. Right, so my honorary mentions is Megazords I don't have, which I like, which if I did have would be in my top 10. So I've only got 3 I can think of. The Lightspeed Rescue Super Train Megazord, which I hope to get this summer with my birthday money, because I love the Super Train Megazord. I've never had it before, but I had a friend years ago who had it. I remember building it, and oh, cracker, Megazord is so big. So I hope to get that this summer. The SBD Megazord I like, and I like the Thunderosaurus Megazord from Down with Thunder, which is a great Megazord too. I hope to get it as well. So I think that's all I have for my honorary mentions. Any Megazords that are formed with the extra 6th Ranger, I'll do an extra top. I'll do a special top 10 for it. This top 10 is just for the core team. So I'll do the extra Ranger top 10 Megazords again someday. You know, like for the Mega Tiger Zord, the Dragon Zord in fighting mode, those sort of Megazords. Right, that's for honorary mentions, guys. So now I'll move on to number 1. And here we have my number 1. I really hope you enjoyed this top 10, so I'll just go down the list before I show. And I think you have an idea what it is, because it's been in the video the whole time, and if you notice in the background, it's now missing. But I'll just recap. Number 10 was the Turbo Rescue Megazord. Number 9 was the Ninja Megazord. Okay, I'm going to get slated for that one, but in my opinion, it's too simple of a Megazord. So I had to put it 9, because it's really easy to build, and I've always found that with the Ninja Megazord. It's cool Megazord, but I've always found that it's too simple, so that's why it's 9. Number 8 is the Mega Voyager. Cool Megazord. I like the space theme, but there's better in my opinion. Number 7 is the Sugar Megazord. It's cool, but Bandai of America, the choices they made with it, like the pink, making the white Sugar Zord pink, and the chest logo in the middle, instead of having a Japanese symbol, they put a bolt on it. So that's why I've chosen it as number 7. Number 6 is Astro Megazord. It's number 6 just because it's a single Megazord and doesn't split into 5. But it's a cool Megazord, and I say I'll probably put it higher on my top Zord list when in its Zord mode. Number 5 is Turbo Megazord. Again, my top 5 was very hard to choose from, but Turbo Megazord, I love it so much, but I had to put it 5. It was hard. 3, 4, and 5 was very difficult. Number 4 is Lost Galaxy. I love Lost Galaxy Megazord, the Galactic Beasts. I love it so much. It's a good sturdy Megazord, but I had to put it 4th. Number 3 is the Thunder Megazord. Love the guy. It's great. It's really complicated. You have to think about transforming it, and you get a lot of playability and good fun with it. Number 2 again is my Zeo Megazord, because I actually had it as a kid, and it was my favourite toy for ages. Again, Christmas 1995 or 1996. I think it was Christmas 96. I got it for Christmas, and I was like, oh my god, it was like one of the best Christmases I ever had. So that was the Zeo Megazord. So are you ready, guys, for number 1? Again, drum roll. Actually, hang on. I'll do a proper drum roll because I have a drum. So, ready, guys? Number 1 is of course you guessed it, the Dino Megazord. Just this guy is just absolutely great. Not just is it my favourite toy Megazord, but it's also my favourite Megazord of all time. You have to remember, guys, I was 4 years old when I first watched Metal from Power Rangers in September 1993. Just that shot of the Tyrannosaurus Rex coming out of the ground when Jason goes dinosaur power, and just poof, and it crumbles, and the ground crumbles, and you just see the head rising up. And I think you guys know what my top Zord is going to be. It just rises out of the ground, and the Mastodon rises out of the ice. Then the Triceratops rises out of the desert, and then the super tiger out of the jungle, and then the pterodactyl coming out of the volcano and flying, and the way it just transforms into tank mode, and then just goes into Megazord mode, and just flying at you 100 miles an hour. It's absolutely great. Just absolutely fantastic. Oh, this guy is so good. Really, really love this guy. Oh, it's absolutely amazing. Just give you a close up. It's so good. This was the first Megazord I had when I started my collection in 2007, and it's just, oh, it's my wee baby. It really is. I will show you this individually, and then I'll show you it in tank mode, and then I will conclude my video. So with this one, I can do it in morph order, backwards morph order from Jason down to Zach. So the T-Rex sword, and I can show you briefly up close to the camera, just with the ground breaking and the T-Rex just comes out like this, just like that, like then it just goes. Then I'm not going to do the sound because that'll sound absolutely awful. If you go down to my channel, you will see I've done a stop motion video of this transforming. I've done two. I've done one on the own, I've done one with the Dragon Sword. So there's the T-Rex sword. Then you've got the saber-toothed tiger. The Triceratops, which have the horns. When I first got this Megazord, there was no horns. So the fact to have the horns just makes this guy amazing. The pterodactyl. And the mastodon, which comes up like a snow ground. Absolutely great. Of course, I do have show actor stickers on them, and I just form them into tank mode. I'll do it live on camera quickly. So, in this top 10 minute bang. I hope you've enjoyed this video so far, guys. I'm trying to make it as interesting as I can. Make sure these are in right. I think they're in right. Whatever the guns were, do I have them here? Be careful with them because they will get lost. There you have it, almost in tank mode. Of course, the pterodactyl does go on the back. There you have it in tank mode. That's one reason why it's my favourite, because the fact that it goes from swords, tank mode, and then it goes into the actual Megazord. So to perform the Megazord, you take the pterodactyl off, you put the tail up in like that, you take the guns on, and of course you can, they go on there. Bloody chairs creak as in. And of course these go in for the Megazord activated. No, Megazord activated. Oops, I'm dropping the gun there. Megazord sequence has been initiated. And of course you hit the buttons so that There we are. And then the Megazord simply just goes like that when you take out the tubes. And that's how it would look. And then the pterodactyl would fly down. Oops. gun fell off. Megazord activated. There we are, not right that time. And there we are, guys. That is the MMPR Dino Megazord. That is my favourite Megazord, and that's why it's #1 on my list. And not just my favourite Megazord, it's my favourite toy Megazord, and it is absolutely fantastic. And of course, you have the Saber, which mine is chrome, of course, where they would go for Power Sword, it would go, then they would go whoosh, whoosh, ding. So, Dino Megazord, that is my #1 Megazord. Absolutely love it, guys. So, again, I hope you enjoyed this top 10 review, or this top 10 review. I'm not used to doing reviews, because I'm not used to doing top 10s. That's my second top 10, so I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. My top 10 Megazord review, or I don't know, again review, my top 10 Megazord video. Dino Megazord, guys. So that is going to conclude my video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and of course I now have an Instagram, so I will put my Instagram on the end of this video. It is MMPR fan 93. I had to put 93 because somebody was writing 94. So it's MMPR fan 93 on my Instagram. So check that out, guys. So this is going to conclude my video. Again, like the channel, like this video. Let me know at the bottom what your favourite Megazords are, what your favourite top 10 is. And again, this is my opinion. Maybe somebody you don't think the Dino Megazord is #1. Maybe it's too common, it's too obvious. But this is my opinion, guys. Let me know what yours is down in the comments, what your top 10 Megazords are. Again, check my top 10 morphers. I uploaded that a couple of days ago, so I'll put a link in the description to it. So this is going to conclude my video, guys. I say it's after midnight. I've been making videos all day, so this is going to be it for the night. So I will see you again, guys. And thank you very much for watching. And I will see you again. Bye. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you again. This is MMPR Fan 94. See you later.